Hi, everyone. I want you to take a moment and think about the times when you doubted yourself. Those moments when you question your abilities, your strength, or your place in the world. We've all been there. But today, we're not going to focus on doubt. We're going to focus on something much more powerful, something that has the potential to change your life from this moment forward: self-confidence. See, confidence isn't something you're born with. It's something you build brick by brick through your actions, your mindset, and the way you respond to life's challenges. It's the quiet voice that tells you you can do this even when everything around you says otherwise. Self-confidence is the foundation of greatness. If you believe in yourself, the world has no choice but to believe in you too. Let's talk about 5 key principles that will help you build and strengthen that self-confidence so you can walk into any room, take on any challenge, and succeed no matter what the odds may be. The biggest obstacle to self-confidence is hesitation, a moment of doubt where we convince ourselves that we aren't ready, that the time isn't right, or that we lack the necessary skills or experience. This hesitation can become a habit, causing us to miss out on opportunities and stunting our personal and professional growth. We often find ourselves waiting for the perfect moment, the ideal circumstances in which everything will line up and the path forward will seem clear. But here's the hard truth: that perfect moment almost never arrives. Life doesn't operate on a schedule of perfection. It doesn't wait for you to feel ready before handing you opportunities. The idea that we need to be 100% prepared before we take action is a myth that holds many people back. If you wait until you're completely ready, you'll likely be waiting forever. The truth is, confidence doesn't come from being perfectly prepared, it comes from taking action despite the uncertainty. You don't need all the answers to begin. In fact, most of the time, you won't even know the right questions until you've started moving forward. The key is to trust yourself enough to take that first step, to make the decision to act even when you feel unsure. When you start before you're ready, you're allowing yourself to learn through experience. Action is the best teacher. You might not know exactly what's going to happen, but by engaging with the process, you begin to uncover the steps that lead to success. Waiting for clarity or certainty means you're delaying the very actions that will help you develop the confidence you need. You don't have to have the whole road mapped out. Sometimes the path reveals itself as you walk it. Each step forward brings new insights, opportunities, and experiences that will shape your journey. The first step is often the hardest, but it's also the most important. It's in that moment of action that confidence begins to grow. It's not about knowing exactly what to do, it's about having the courage to start doing something. Once you take action, you begin to gather momentum. You learn as you go, you adjust your course, and you develop the resilience needed to push through challenges. This process builds confidence because it proves to you that you can handle whatever comes your way, even if you didn't feel fully prepared at the beginning. Starting before you're ready also cultivates a mindset of growth. You're acknowledging that perfection isn't necessary to succeed. Instead of being paralyzed by the fear of making mistakes, you embrace the learning process. Every mistake becomes a lesson, every challenge becomes an opportunity to grow, and every experience adds to your toolkit of knowledge and skills. This mindset shift is crucial for building long-term self-confidence. You stop seeing uncertainty as something to avoid and start seeing it as a natural part of growth and progress. When you start before you're ready, you're also sending a powerful message to yourself. You're telling yourself that you believe in your abilities even when they're untested. You're showing yourself that you trust your capacity to adapt, to learn, and to succeed. This self-trust is the foundation of confidence. The more you act in alignment with this belief, the more your confidence will grow. It's like building a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Each time you step out of your comfort zone and take action, you're reinforcing the idea that you are capable, resilient, and worthy of success. In essence, waiting to feel completely ready is a trap that keeps you stagnant. Confidence doesn't come from perfection, it comes from taking imperfect action and learning along the way. By starting before you're ready, you create the conditions for confidence to grow, and you begin to see that the things you thought were impossible are actually within your reach. The path may be uncertain, but your ability to walk it is not. You have what it takes, you just have to start. Failure is an inevitable part of life. No matter how hard we try, no matter how much we prepare or strategize, we will encounter failure perhaps more times than we care to admit. But here's the thing, confidence isn't built by avoiding failure, it's built by how you choose to respond to it. People often think of failure as something to fear, something that reflects a flaw in their character or abilities. But in reality, failure is one of the most powerful tools for growth and development. It is a lesson wrapped in disguise, waiting to show us what we need to learn to become better, stronger, and more resilient. Many of the most successful people in the world have failed more times than they've succeeded, but they don't let those failures define them. Instead, they use failure as fuel, as motivation to keep going, to keep improving, and to push beyond their previous limits. When you fail, you're given a rare opportunity, the chance to assess what went wrong, what you can improve, and how you can approach the situation differently next time. Failure is not the end of the road, it's a detour that redirects you toward the right path, giving you the insight you may not have had otherwise. The key to turning failure into fuel is to shift your mindset. Instead of viewing failure as something negative, see it as an essential part of your journey. It's not a sign of weakness, it's a stepping stone toward mastery. Every failure carries with it a valuable lesson. And those lessons are what shape your future success. They give you the knowledge, the experience, and the wisdom to navigate challenges with more confidence the next time around. When you start to view failure in this way, it becomes something you can embrace rather than fear. Confidence comes from knowing that failure doesn't define you, it doesn't diminish your worth or your potential. In fact, it can enhance both if you use it wisely. When you fail and get back up, you're proving to yourself that you have the strength to persevere, the resilience to overcome adversity, and the determination to keep moving forward. This is where true confidence comes from, not from avoiding failure, but from knowing that no matter how many times you fall, you have what it takes to rise again. Embracing failure also frees you from the fear of making mistakes. Too often, people are paralyzed by the thought of failure, so much so that they never take action. But if you remove the fear of failure, you open up a world of possibilities. You give yourself the freedom to try new things, to take risks, and to step outside your comfort zone. And in doing so, you grow, learn, and evolve into a more confident version of yourself. Another important aspect of turning failure into fuel is recognizing that failure is not personal. It doesn't mean that you are a failure as a person, it simply means that something didn't go as planned. It's a temporary setback, not a permanent reflection of your abilities. Once you separate failure from your self-worth, you can begin to see it for what it really is: feedback. Failure is feedback that helps you adjust your approach, improve your strategy, and become more effective in your pursuit of your goals. The reality is, if you're not failing, you're probably not pushing yourself hard enough. Comfort zones may feel safe, but they don't lead to growth. It's only when you push yourself beyond what you think is possible, when you stretch your limits, that you truly grow. And with growth comes confidence. Each time you fail and get back up, you build a little more resilience, a little more strength, and a lot more confidence in your ability to handle whatever comes your way. In this sense, failure is not something to be avoided or feared, it's something to be embraced. It's a necessary part of the process of becoming the best version of yourself. Confidence is not the absence of failure, it's the belief that you can handle failure and turn it into something that propels you forward. So the next time you face failure, don't shy away from it. Lean into it, learn from it, and use it as the fuel that drives you to greater heights. Comparison is one of the most damaging habits we can adopt. It creeps into our minds and poisons our sense of self-worth, creating unnecessary doubt and frustration. When we compare ourselves to others, we shift the focus away from our own progress and growth, instead measuring our value based on someone else's life, achievements, or success. But the truth is, comparison is the thief of joy, and it is a silent killer of confidence. Every person has a different journey, a unique set of experiences, strengths, weaknesses, and opportunities. No two paths are the same, and trying to measure your own progress by looking at someone else's life will always lead to frustration. When you constantly compare yourself to others, you're playing a game you can never win. There will always be someone who seems to be further ahead, more accomplished or more successful, but what you don't see are the challenges, struggles, and sacrifices they've made to get there. Everyone's story is different, and focusing on someone else's highlights will distract you from your own unique path. Your journey is yours alone. It's important to remind yourself that your life is not a race, and it's certainly not a competition against anyone else. What matters most is your own progress, your own growth, and your own evolution. Confidence comes from understanding that you are exactly where you are meant to be, and that your path is unfolding in the way it needs to for you. Comparing yourself to others only serves to diminish your accomplishments, making you feel as though what you've achieved is not enough. But it is enough, more than enough. Your experiences, your struggles, and your triumphs are all part of a greater story, one that is unique to you. Rather than looking at what others have achieved, focus on what you've accomplished. Think about how far you've come, how much you've grown, and how much more capable you are today than you were yesterday. Your only real competition is who you were yesterday. That's where your focus should be, on your own personal development and growth. The moment you stop comparing yourself to others is the moment you start to experience true freedom. You free yourself from the burden of trying to live up to someone else's standards or expectations. Instead, you begin to set your own goals, follow your own path, and celebrate your own successes, no matter how big or small. Confidence isn't about being the best in comparison to others, it's about being the best version of yourself. When you focus on your own journey, you begin to realize that you have everything you need to succeed. Your unique talents, strengths, and abilities are what set you apart. They are your tools for achieving greatness, but they can only be fully harnessed when you stop worrying about what others are doing and start paying attention to your own progress. By focusing on yourself and your own goals, you gain clarity, direction, and a renewed sense of purpose. You're no longer distracted by the noise of comparison, and you can fully invest your energy in becoming the best version of you. It's also important to remember that success looks different for everyone. What success means to one person may not be what it means to you, and that's okay. Your definition of success should be shaped by your values, dreams, and desires, not by what others have achieved. When you measure your success by someone else's standards, you set yourself up for disappointment and doubt. But when you define success on your own terms, you create a path that is fulfilling and meaningful to you. In the end, the only person you need to impress is yourself. Focus on your journey, your growth, and your progress, and let go of the need to compare yourself to others. When you do that, you'll find that confidence naturally follows. You'll be empowered to pursue your goals with clarity without the weight of comparison holding you back. Remember, your journey is your own, and it's one that no one else can walk for you. Embrace it and trust that you are exactly where you need to be. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools for cultivating confidence. It's easy to get caught up in the mindset of focusing on what we don't have, whether it's skills, resources, or opportunities. But when we allow ourselves to stay in that space, we are essentially feeding feelings of inadequacy and doubt. Confidence thrives in an environment of abundance, and abundance is created through gratitude. Shifting your focus from what you lack to what you already have can drastically change the way you see yourself and the world around you. Gratitude is not just about saying thank you for the things in your life, but it's about truly appreciating the strengths, abilities, and experiences that you've been given. When you recognize your own unique gifts, you start to see yourself in a more positive light. You stop doubting whether you're enough and start appreciating that you already are. This shift in focus is what builds a foundation of confidence. Instead of constantly seeking validation from external sources, you begin to validate yourself by acknowledging your own worth. Confidence grows when you appreciate your journey and what you've accomplished so far. Every small victory, every lesson learned, every obstacle overcome is something to be grateful for. When you focus on these achievements, you remind yourself that you are capable, resilient, and worthy of success. This positive reinforcement builds a sense of trust in yourself. You start to believe that no matter what challenges may come, you have the strength and the resources to handle them because you've done it before. Gratitude also opens your eyes to opportunities that you might have otherwise overlooked. When you're constantly focused on what you don't have, you tend to miss the possibilities that are already in front of you. But when you live in a state of gratitude, you become more aware of the opportunities that surround you. You see doors opening, connections forming, and possibilities unfolding. The world responds to those who appreciate what they already possess. By acknowledging and being grateful for the resources, relationships, and skills you have, you create more room for growth and abundance in your life. Furthermore, living in gratitude shifts your mindset from one of scarcity to one of abundance. When you're always focused on what you lack, you're operating from a place of fear of not being enough, fear of missing out, fear of failure. But when you practice gratitude, you begin to see that you already have so much. You have skills, talents, and experiences that are uniquely yours. You have opportunities to grow, learn, and improve. This mindset of abundance allows you to move through life with confidence, knowing that there is enough for you and you are enough for the opportunities ahead of you. Gratitude also strengthens your relationships with others, which can further boost your confidence. When you express gratitude for the people who support and believe in you, you nurture those connections. Strong relationships provide a network of encouragement and positivity, which is essential when you're facing challenges or doubts. Knowing that you have people in your corner who appreciate you and what you bring to the table can give you the extra push you need to keep going. One of the most significant benefits of gratitude is that it keeps you grounded. It's easy to get caught up in the constant pursuit of more success, more recognition, more achievements, but gratitude brings you back to the present moment. It reminds you to appreciate what you have right now in this moment. Confidence comes from knowing that, regardless of what the future holds, you are equipped to handle it because of all that you've gained and learned along the way. Finally, gratitude is contagious. When you live in gratitude, others notice. Your positive energy and appreciation for life can inspire those around you to adopt the same mindset. This creates a ripple effect, where the people in your life begin to see their own strengths and opportunities with more clarity. As you lift yourself up through gratitude, you also lift others, creating a positive and supportive environment where confidence can thrive. In essence, gratitude is the key to unlocking a deeper sense of confidence. It shifts your focus away from what you think you're missing and brings attention to the abundance that already exists in your life. It's a reminder that you are enough, you have enough, and you are capable of achieving more simply by appreciating what you already possess. When you master the mindset of gratitude, the world opens up and confidence naturally follows. The company you keep has a profound impact on your mindset and confidence. Often we underestimate just how much influence the people around us have on our self-esteem, our motivation, and our belief in what we can achieve. When you surround yourself with positive, supportive individuals, they become mirrors reflecting back the best parts of you. They believe in your potential, encourage your growth, and remind you of your strengths even when you struggle to see them. Conversely, negativity from those around you can become toxic, seeping into your mindset and chipping away at your self-belief. Confidence doesn't develop in isolation. It's shaped by the environment we're in, and that environment includes the people we interact with daily. When you have a support system that uplifts you, it acts as a foundation for your confidence to grow. These are the people who encourage you to take risks, cheer for your successes, and help you see failures not as defeats but as lessons. They provide a safe space for you to be vulnerable and to try without the fear of being judged or torn down. Surrounding yourself with positivity cultivates a sense of security and encouragement, which nurtures self-belief and helps you to stay focused on your goals. On the other hand, negativity is like a weight that holds you back. Whether it comes from people who doubt your abilities, criticize your efforts, or constantly focus on the worst possible outcomes, it can be draining. When you're constantly surrounded by negativity, it can make you question your worth and abilities. It's difficult to feel confident when you're in an environment where you're repeatedly told or shown that you're not good enough, that your dreams are unrealistic, or that failure is inevitable. Even subtle negative influences, like those who habitually complain or express cynicism about life, can create a toxic atmosphere that diminishes your sense of possibility and self-worth. That's why it's crucial to be intentional about who you let into your inner circle. You need to be around people who bring out the best in you. These individuals don't have to agree with you all the time or shower you with empty praise, but they should believe in your potential and want to see you succeed. They should be people who challenge you in a constructive way, helping you grow without tearing you down. Their positivity should stem from a place of genuine care where they can offer support, advice, and encouragement when needed, while also celebrating your achievements without envy or bitterness. Positive people inspire confidence not only through their words, but through their actions. They model the kind of resilience, optimism, and growth mindset that encourages you to stay motivated and push forward, even when the road gets tough. Their presence in your life serves as a reminder that challenges are temporary and that success is possible when you persevere. They create an atmosphere of possibility where you feel encouraged to take risks, knowing that you have people in your corner who will support you no matter the outcome. It's equally important to distance yourself from those who consistently bring negativity into your life. This doesn't necessarily mean cutting people off completely, but it does mean setting boundaries. If someone in your life is constantly critical, unsupportive, or pessimistic, it's important to recognize the impact their attitude is having on you and to protect your energy. Surrounding yourself with positivity isn't just about the people you choose to engage with, it's also about minimizing the time and emotional energy you give to those who drain you. Creating a positive environment allows you to stay focused on your growth, goals, and well-being. It gives you the mental and emotional space to dream big and to take the steps necessary to achieve those dreams. When you're surrounded by people who believe in you, you start to believe in yourself more. Their positivity becomes a source of strength that helps you overcome self-doubt, setbacks, and challenges. It empowers you to keep going even when the journey is difficult. Ultimately, confidence flourishes in an atmosphere of encouragement, positivity, and support. The people you surround yourself with can either act as a powerful force propelling you forward or as an anchor weighing you down. By choosing to keep positive, uplifting individuals close, you create an environment where your confidence can thrive, allowing you to become the best version of yourself. Self-confidence isn't about being the loudest or the strongest. It's about knowing your worth and trusting in your ability to succeed no matter what life throws at you. Believe in yourself, act with conviction, and the world will follow your lead. You've got this. Now go out there and show the world what confidence looks like in action.